Defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd and 11. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Boyle here. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Ravens 14, Jets 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left up.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jay. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it?
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 21, Jets 3. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they try away in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 43.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
A throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. On the Jets sweep, here comes more. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That's caught. Will Dissly, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing
these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down at the 34.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Lawson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
One last shot for Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the stats.